Hey guys, welcome back. This is your host Phil from underKG.com. Today we have the Apple HomePod delivered. Well, the HomePod is sort of a smart speaker from Apple. Not entirely, it's a bit different, but think of the Amazon Alexa or the Amazon Echo or the Google Home or Google Home Max for the size of it. Anyway, here's the box that it came in. You can just pull down on that tab to open it. And look at this. This is something that I've never seen on any other products. Maybe even the more premium products that I've never tried, they do, but this is something new. Protecting the package of a package. That's pretty nice. The HomePod itself comes in two different colors, white and space gray being the sort of black one. And you can just pull on this tab to open it, but I don't really like to follow the Apple way of instructions, so I'm just gonna pull down on the little tab here so I can open it in a rather weird way. So I can pull down that open, pull that down open, and here is the packaging of the HomePod. Here is the HomePod itself. There is a HomePod drawing. For the space gray units, the drawing over here also comes in space gray. Anyway, there is an Apple logo there, and that's pretty much it. You can just pull that open to the top, and here we go with the HomePod. Now the packaging is really nicely done, not a surprise for an Apple device, but you can just pull it open and here is a very well coordinated plug right there. Unfortunately, the plug is not the standard jack, but there are reports that you can just pull it really hard and it does come off. The little packet over here has a quick start guide, HomePod, and a little quick start guide, how to pair it up with your iPhone or any iDevices, and that's pretty much it. There are controls. You can tap to play, pause, double tap to next track. It's pretty much the same as the other Bluetooth headphones or the AirPods if you intend to, and that's pretty much all it has. There is HomePod info, warranty information, you know, the law, manufacturer waiver, yada yada yada, and the Apple sticker if you happen to figure it out where to use this for. I still hadn't. So here is the HomePod device itself, and the white one actually looks pretty nice. The plug, the cable also comes in white, and this is covered in fabric. This is finished with the fabric, and you can just pull that open to reveal the plug. Everything included in the HomePod packaging is really nice, really nicely done, which they should be when a smart speaker sort of costs $349. That's a lot of money for a smart speaker. We have plugged it in and give it a few seconds. It's gonna turn on. Yep, it's booting up. And here is the boot sound. It sounds pretty nice. And what you see here is a sort of a display. It's not exactly high in resolution, but it shows you different colors and the sort of emotions or what's going on through the Siri with the vague different lighting. There's also plus and minus control we are going to show you just in a second. And as you bring your iPhone close enough to HomePod, there is a setup screen just like the Apple proprietary chip enabled devices like AirPods or the W1 enabled Beats devices. So you can quickly tap on setup and you can decide where your HomePod is located on. We're just going to choose Office as it is located in Office and give it a few seconds. Apple Music. You do want to subscribe to Apple Music or iTunes Match or any other music services from Apple so you can fully utilize the HomePod. By default, you can stream your music from iPhone, whatever is playing for iPhone or iPad or iPod touches to your HomePod, but that's going to require your mobile devices to be nearby. So if you want a standalone Siri-enabled HomePod actions, then you'll want to subscribe to those services. Personal request, I'm not going to allow that for now. Siri on HomePod. Agree. Transfer settings. Give it a few seconds. It's going to set the HomePod up with your Apple ID and sync everything that it has to. Okay.
Hi, I'm Siri. Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, "Hey Siri."
So again, there's a display, and as we say, "Hey Siri," it's going to turn on the display and it's going to wave, sort of, as you speak your words to Siri. Hey Siri, what can you do?
I can do lots of things, like turn on the lights, give you a news update, and tell you about the weather.
So basically inside the speaker is a lighter version of Siri than your iPhone. It can do most of the things that Siri on your iPhone can, but it does lack some of the features that your phone version has. Before we dive deeper to the Siri details, let's go over lightly to the speaker part of it. Now, inside the center of it, there's a 4-inch woofer that automatically applies equalizer by itself. And under that, around the speaker, there are no less than 7 tweeter built inside. That's a lot. There's a beamforming microphone so you can listen to you clearer and to get to know how your room looks like. So you can automatically adjust the audio by itself. If you happen to get 2 of the HomePods, then they're going to synchronize so they work in stereo mode. Unfortunately, that's not available yet, along with the AirPlay 2 that is also coming on the future updates. Since this is a speaker, let's try some music on it. Well, the music playing right now is straight from YouTube, so it's not exactly in the highest quality. But the its bass and tweeter sounds really good, but I'm not really sure about the midtone right there. It seems like it's a bit lacking. It's not bad. It's got a great sound, but I don't think it sounds anything more like 349 speaker at most. But then I'm not an audio expert, so that's just my 2 cents. So that was a quick look on Apple HomePod. It's just your usual smart speaker, except that it doesn't support the standard Bluetooth connection, so you can't really use it on your Android devices. It does support AirPlay, so if you have a third-party AirPlay stack on your Android phone, maybe, but I don't really see any reason for now to get it if you're not really into the Apple ecosystem. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. You can always meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. We'll see you guys later. Ciao.